Wow, my overall experience is like, wow, it's just so much happened, and overall, now that I'm kind of like have thought about it for a while, I'm pretty satisfied. I accomplished quite a bit of what I actually wanted to do, what I thought before I came to the game, you know, finding an immunity idol, winning challenges, not only as, as a group, but individual immunity challenges, especially winning the first one. I was so excited, I had waited so long to, have jet probes, put that thing around my neck, really being completely myself, 100%. I didn't lie about like who I was and what I was doing. If I was happy, I was happy. If I was mad, I'd get mad at you. If I was gonna cry, I'd cry. I was 100%, Troyzan, just like everyone that at home knows me. I played as hard as I could. And in hindsight, I accomplished quite a bit. And what I had envisioned coming in, everything except that $1 million check. Basically, I got done. I basically took a leadership role, and I had a target on my back from day one, and I just rolled with it. And I feel very proud that I basically could move and groove and get people booted out. And I thought maybe that first day, those first 2 days, I'd be the first one to go. So from going from that thought to like where I ended up 30 days later, I think I played super strong, and I'm pretty proud of how I played, and I'm excited to actually look back to see actually what what happened and along the way. Going through all that lets me know that really I can do anything that I want to do, even though I may have some fear about it. That if I just say, listen, Troy, just do it right now. You don't have time to lose. Now's the time. I really can do it. I'll look at this experience probably the rest of my life and say, there was those 30 days back, when maybe 10 years from now, I remember when I didn't have a toothbrush and I didn't have this, and I really won't take it for granted that, I appreciate everything that I have. I'll probably remind people in their lives of like what they have, and I think I may be a good teacher of that kind of thing. So I'm really happy about the experience. It's just every day I discover something new. Even in the last few hours, I discover I'll reflect and go back and be like, man, I remember the time, I was sitting there late at night looking at the stars and realized something. So yeah, it's pretty cool. The survival part wasn't as that, it was difficult. I knew I would be hungry. I never had the feeling I'd be hungry all the time. I thought at some point I'd feel satisfied. I never felt satisfied. Okay, maybe after a reward, but then I'd feel too satisfied, like I just want to get this out of my system because I basically stuffed myself. But as far as, the social thing was, I had no idea that my mind would be going 24 hours a day for 30 days. Seriously, like I was constantly wondering, like, who am I going to speak to, and at what time am I going to do it, and when's the exact right time? And I would be writing names down in the sand, or like figuring out, okay, there's this many people and they're going to do this, and then there's this many people and they're going to do that. Well, if one person changes, then what's going to happen? And because I had to constantly figure that someone was going to be gunning for me, and I had to figure out how I had to get to them before they got to me. So, and it was that I never slept at night. I slept like a half an hour. I'd wake up, put a log on the fire, and then I'd think about like, okay, I need to wake up at the crack of dawn so these people can't see me looking for an idol. Or I have to wake up at the crack of dawn so that I can, try to figure out who I want to grab first to talk to, so that this person can't see me talking to them. And it's like, and it was constantly going. Troyzan on Survivor probably made, an outstanding run, accomplished almost everything that he could do. The odds were really stacked against me at the end, but I think I proved that, I really am a great survivor. If the people that, I played against were so scared of me and saying like, this guy's so good, he's Mr. Survivor, he can do anything. He can fish, he can get crab, he can cut wood, he can start a fire, he can run, he's athletic, he's 50 years old, and he's competing with people half his age. And I felt like I was a super strong guy. I had a target on my back, and if they were that afraid of me, and I was this great Troyzan, that makes me feel good. I played a freaking really good game. I just came 9 days short. But overall, and I think, you know, years from now, I'll look back and go, Troy, you know, really showed a true spirit of Survivor. You know, 11 years watching the game. I think people are going to like how I played. I think they're going to like me and say, that guy, I'd like to be like that Troyzan guy. He played a damn good game, and, you know, he couldn't have done anything more than he did. And I think I might, you know, I might be part of the legends of Survivor, and I hope that I am.